How's it going, guys? Gabe here from RC Cincy, and today I wanted to basically do another quick little segment of mine. It's basically called RC Cincy Extras, and basically all it is things that I think are cool, rare, or unique. So basically my first one was, on the RC XD Black Ops, a little rate control vehicle. It was pretty cool for when it came out and what it was. But I got inspired by this to purchase one of these a while back when I actually rented a electric scooter. It was a Bird. They had them downtown where we were working at, and absolutely had a blast. It was fun. It was reasonably fast. Had pretty good battery, pretty good range. It rode well. I just really enjoyed it. I just had, a blast. I felt like a kid again. So I've been doing my research. I forget the company's name that Bird uses for their scooters, and it's a good brand. They're about $400 though. They're, for a good scooter that has speed and power, you're gonna spend between $300 and $400. I was hoping to, save as much as I could just so I could have more money to buy more stuff for the channel. I actually ordered a few more things, so that was one of the reasons why. And the one I found was pretty reasonably priced. It was like $368 or something like that. It was on sale. It was normally like $388, but it had a $20 promotion with I think it was 4 or 5 days shipping, 4-day shipping I think. I ordered it Friday and received it Tuesday. So it didn't take too terribly long. It was like 4 or 5 days shipping. It came with UPS, so it was not beat up, or like the box was in good shape. It's just a brown box. It's nothing special. That's why I'm probably not going to feature the box. But this is made by a company called KKA, and it's called just the e-scooter is all it says on it, the KKA e-scooter. It comes in 2 different colors. The black was not available at the time, only the red was. Supposedly it's pretty quick. The initial video, I couldn't find that many reviews on it, but on Amazon it had 4 stars. It was an Amazon choice, so that right there tells you having that many stars on Amazon choice is that's a pretty good product. For that many people give it reviews. And the video that I saw was actually a gentleman that was bigger than me riding it, having a great time and moving quickly. So I thought, wow, this has some power. So I went ahead and ordered it. Sorry, the light's kind of right there. Let me turn this. I'm trying to figure out how I can, so you can see the entire scooter. There we go. Let me turn this a little more. Sorry, it's just everything's like right there. So it's basically a decent sized scooter. What's unique about this, let me go ahead and just grab it in my hand, sorry, is the design of it's pretty cool. I like the way it's designed. So I'm just gonna start at the top. This is actually a LED screen. I'll just turn it on just to show you. So there is your speed. I'm not sure if that's kilometers or miles, never really looked into it. Below there's a little battery sign. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4 bars is full. Now what you can do is, right now the light's off. You can click it, and there's a little symbol indicating that the light is on, which it is. And for some reason that light doesn't stay on, only when you hit the brake, or you hit this brake it doesn't do it, but only when you hit this brake. And I think when you're riding at night and like the bouncing and being on the shock, I think it's sensitive to pressure. So like when you're on it, you can see it like kind of like flickering off and on and turning off and on, so you can see it at night. Let me go ahead and turn the light off. By clicking that, the light turns off. Now what you do is double click, you're in first gear. Click it twice again, you're in second gear. Click it twice again, you're in third gear. Now it has different, your back end first. So by double clicking that, it changes gears. So that's really cool. Let's go ahead and turn it off for now. The charging port is what I like it up here. Whoops, I think I opened it wrong. I almost pulled it off. It's up here. It's a dust and waterproof little cover. So that plug just simply pushes in and out. So, sorry, I'm just trying to do this one-handed. So there you go, you just push it all the way in. I haven't figured out why that's there. I don't know if that's like a sensor or I don't know what that is, like a hole in there. I don't know what that's for. That's the only buttons I saw. And then you obviously have your throttle on your right hand. And your left is your electronic brake. This is the heaviest part is kind of the front because you have your batteries all through here. You have your motor on the front, which is a 250 watt wheel hub. You have a few reflectors, a couple reflectors here, a couple reflectors over there. These are just screws kind of attaching everything. It has a really cool latching system. It works really, really well. I'll show you that here in a second. It's got the grip tape right here. This is supposedly some kind of graphite or carbon. I don't know if it's aluminum or carbon. But it's mainly the batteries and the motor that adds all the weight. I don't see the frame and anything else being that heavy. Has a nice little bearing back there. A wheel. I do believe these are 6-inch, maybe. It's kind of hard to see right here. Yep, 6 by 2 or something like that. So, you know, they're small, but if you run over a nail, you won't get a flat tire. Now, let me flip this up real quick. Let me go ahead and fold this. So let me show you how to fold this. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me sit back on the couch. Okay. So it's actually pretty simple. It just sucks having a phone in your hand. So I'm gonna lean that up against me like that. You just pull up. Where's that? Right here. You just pull up on this. And it comes down and it'll lock. So once it locks, you cannot, that was the kickstand, you cannot open it up until you pull that same exact part again right here. So it locks really well. I love the way it is. Let me go ahead and flip it this way so you can see the bottom. So there's the 2 different positions it locks in, which is perfect. It works really, really well. Not sure what those screws are. It says something about those screws being able to be adjustable. Okay, so underneath is going to give you a little bit of information. Here is the model, input, capacity, load max 220 pounds, 25 km/h scooter, 15.5 miles per hour, only use a specified charger, blah, blah, blah. 2000, sorry, there's something on her. 2017, I guess the 10th month. Personal assault mobility, all the information on there. And the scooter should come with a kickstand, and it does. It works beautifully. Here is the only shock that I saw on it, and it does actually work. It helps with any bumps or rough roads. It really does make a difference. Let me feel underneath here. I never actually felt underneath here. Yep, that's just the frame. So it's hollow. There's no batteries on the bottom of the board. All the batteries are actually in this shaft. So let's go ahead and set it back down like so. It says this does a 3... Yep. So it says 360. This can just spin, and it is. It's literally just spinning. It has no wire running through it. I think this has its own battery. It probably regenerates or something like that, or you can change this battery out. I'm sure there's a way to take it apart. But yeah, you can just keep spinning it, and it doesn't matter. Like, there's no wires or anything. Everything is, the whole system is right here. Goes right through there, right to the hub. This is a 250 watt hub motor. Plenty of power. And it can just spin and spin. Doesn't make no difference. The light is bright on the front. It's decent size. I forget what side was it. I think it was this side. Unscrews. Well, I just have it so tight. I don't know if it... I had it really tight. But when they shipped it to me, this one right here was unscrewed. It was like, it was like this. And it was this was unscrewed. It was in the box laying down. And one of these was unscrewed. I know one does come off if you need a little bit more room. It does fold pretty well. It is a really good looking scooter. Let me show you how easy it is to flip open. So you just pull on this part. It's just hard to do one-handed. I'm gonna set it up right here. Hopefully it's a good shot. I'm gonna just lean it against my foot. So basically you just pull on that spot upward. See how it lifts up? And then boom, locks in. Just like that. So it's an ingenious method. It's slick. You don't see anything, pretty much. It's all kind of blended in. It's solid, strong. Kickstand works really well. It locks. That's pretty much all the features of it. It is really, really nice. We rode it actually at nighttime because it did recommend for you to charge it right when you get it. You simply plug it in that hole. Now what's neat about this charger, sorry, let me grab the charger itself. It isn't the biggest one either. It's pretty small. That's the palm of my hand. So it fits in the palm of my hand easily. It's not a 3-prong, it's a 2-prong. You have to order obviously by country. They say you need to unplug this whenever you're done charging. The output is kind of hard to read. So I'm gonna get some light on it. The output is 42 volt at 1.5 amps. There's the charger right there. Made in China. It says from between 2.5 to 3 hours, so that's not bad at all. Range, it depends on the rider's weight. I'm not going to give you a number because honestly, you can look up the specs and they'll give you a number, but it just varies on your weight. It varies, you know, on your weight, how, you know, if you're on the throttle constantly, if you're, you know, going on rough surfaces, if you're on a smooth surface, if you're going up hills. There's just so many different factors. Sorry, I'm just going to set this back in here where I got it from. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Candace, I'm going to go ahead and post this video, and we're going to either go to a park or I just might run it up and down the street. But I think this is just amazing. I love it. So it was worth every penny in my opinion. It's solid. It's already been dropped one time, and all left was that little mark right there. And I think this, I don't know where this came about, if I did it or right there. That is it. And it got dropped pretty fast speed. Her sister dropped it, scraped up her knee a little bit. It's fast, so be careful. Obviously, start out in the first gear, get used to it, then go to the second, and so forth. I think first gear is like 6.2, second is like 12 or 11 or something like that, and then the third one is the max speed. It says 15.2. I don't know if that's in kilometers or in miles per hour. I think this is in miles per hour, I'm pretty sure, because Pretty sure that's in miles per hour. So I think it is. I'm almost positive because I was going down a little bit of an incline and it said I was doing max speed of 21. On flat ground, I could easily hit 16, 17. So it's actually a little bit faster than what it states, I do believe. It says it's like 15.5. I think you could achieve 16, 17 miles per hour easily with this, maybe even 18. This is a really fast scooter, especially if you're lighter or you're going downhill, you get some big speed. I'll find out if this is miles per hour or kilometers. I think it's miles per hour because I was flying. Because if it was kilometers, 20 would not be that fast at all. You know, I think this says it can do up to 25 kilometers per hour or something like that. Maybe even more. So I'm going to go ahead and post this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.